Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the best podcast ever in the world, where things about climate change and things, about non-climate change and things about everything between are, yeah. How's it going? It's been, well, I'm so fucking glad. Now, was there a reason to say fucking in that statement? No, but I said it. I'm so glad that this festival called Diwali is over. Now, that might raise hackles on some people. How it's an Indian festival? Nah, it's a noisy festival. I don't like noise. And I suppose there is a certain reason why people... I'll tell you what it is, right? I think I was asking someone why we make so much noise during festivals in general. I mean, we're noisy people, I understand. I think there's a combination of things that make us noisy people. I think most of us don't want to listen. We want to yell. We can't hear because of course, years of whatever we have, malnutrition. We have people who can't hear. As a result, there's a lot more increased volume at large, people horning, and as a result, there's a lot of clutter, and the ambient noise is a very big problem in India, very high. So as a result, the starting point is high. Now, in addition to that, we like doing things like loud music. I think everyone does likes that, but we like making banging noises. Like when we cook, we have noisy stuff. We use steel utensils and plates, which is about, I don't know if it's steel or aluminium or stainless steel or it's cast iron, but it's just a noisy set of things. We eat usually on steel plates or whatever the equivalent of steel plates are. I don't know. Say things and people are like, it's not steel, you fucking idiot, don't know anything about physics, it's not steel, it's cast iron. Clearly you can't eat anything. Cast is not a good thing to eat on. Anyhow, the thing is, we then apparently the noise element in the Diwali festival, I have to say Diwali, just to make sure that as a South Indian I represent my folks, is also something, where was I? Yeah, they made noise to scare away the demons, the Rakshasas. And as a result, that has evolved into child labor and fireworks. And this is my thing. I try to understand this without offending anyone's religious or any kind of cultural sensibilities. And the thing is, where did that jump from? Like, who was that guy? Because the thing is, see, there's a lot of, if you ask anyone in the armed forces, there is a lot of trauma with noise when you're shell shock, battle fatigue, whatever the words may be. The repeated noise is scary. And I mean, I feel bad for my dog. She was terrified the past 5 days, man. So you bunch of bastards who fucking let off those fireworks. And I was thinking of thoughts, and I know there are kids lighting fireworks. And see, there's a difference between stuff which is, okay, you share this. We used to do it as kids growing up, wake up early and, let off like a flower pot or like a chakra in the ground. And like, that's when I first started activating my chakra. Yoga joke. And they have a bunch of those things which are pleasurable. It's nice to see. I know there's pollution in that as well, but okay, symbolic. We don't even have the idea of fireworks anymore. We light a diya, maybe, whatever. And everything does have a flip side to it. But man, these guys who make the noise with these long chain fucking bombs, I mean, I feel you need to select these people, these bastards, and put them in the fucking army so they can get their fill. I mean, they're not going to be contributing to the army because they're a bunch of fucking wasted resources. Just chuck them all in there. So they get the constant fix of noise. And then the other aspect of Diwali is giving gifts. And I understand if it's a sense like in America, if you're listening to this, you have this idea of Thanksgiving. And maybe with the 4th of July, you let fireworks. What is this obsession? Even in fucking England, they do it, this noise. Why do we have this bunch of fucking bastards who make so much noise? Can't we be more subtle and enjoy the things? There's enough noise anyway. If you want nature to give you a live show, a light show, a sound show, she can fucking kick your ass and make your fireworks and your bombs look like fucking pesky little things which are inconsequential. But we have to do this. And I find it really annoying. So the other aspect of Diwali is the sweets, which I think, okay, again, under the guise of, we're visiting and we have to, it's a status thing, you motherfuckers. What you wear, how much you spend, and you play cards. And I don't know. It's not like I don't appreciate hanging out with people. Just I'm finding more and more of this annoying beyond an ego thing of like, I don't want to do it, number one, but I just find it more and more annoying where it's this forced sense of you have to appear to enjoy yourself during a festival, or appear to be a part of a larger gathering, which sort of, as a collective, and I've spoken this a couple of episodes back, where you're kind of sometimes forced to be seen to enjoy this, because otherwise you're seen as a person who's antisocial. And again, I think the aspect of visiting family, and if you do it, you do it, man. The point is, there's this pressure at some point that you must enjoy all the festivals for some reason, right? And I think enjoying it is different from being exhibiting the enjoyment. That's the problem. Like, you have to buy fireworks, and none of us in the building did, which I'm fucking proud of. But I'm very proud of my neighbors as well. I think there was a couple of people, and I don't know if this is indicative of any kind of other social factors, whether it's to do with class or with wealth, and because across the board, in fact, people who they cherish the festival more when they don't have as much, because it's a sense of, okay, you know what, we don't have as much, but you see the beauty of the spirit of festivities and the spirit of the festival there. It's like, you know what, we're going to enjoy life, as opposed to these wasteful cunts who literally are just doing these stupid things, being noisy, posting that shit on Instagram. Like, fuck you guys. Like, literally. If you're one of those people who just let off those loud fireworks, knowing that you have pets around or animals that are terrified of shitting their load, you deserve to fucking get burnt, or whatever happened to you. You deserve to get a fucking raw deal. But at the same time, I'm not the kind of, tree hugger, as whatever they might call them. Greta Thunburg is annoying the fuck out of me, dude. I don't know the girl, and of course you're like, you know how many people she's collecting, bringing it together? I'm like, fuck all that. She's just, man, she's like one of those people who's been given too much power. Now they don't know what to do with it, so they just think that I'll say anything. Because I was reading this article on line with this Guardian feature of her with the summit going on right now. Whatever, 26, whatever, the climate change conference. And then she's outside saying both the people in there are not the real power. I don't know if she's German, but in my head, she's just a fucking irritating child. And she's like, you can shove your climate crisis up your ass. And people are singing with her, which is, of course, rebellious nature of Greta Thunberg. But I don't know. Is she the solution? No, I just think she's a child with an imbalance who needs the attention, and she's getting it through this. And there's a generation of kids who want to be celebrated who are following her. And I don't think any of the stuff that she claims to solve or worry about is going to get addressed through her. And I really don't think we need to be looking at her or any one individual as someone who is the representative or the brand ambassador or the mascot for a cause. Because, I mean, think the planet can take care of his or herself, if you want to identify a gender with the planet. But this is just a bunch of idiots who think that they can draw a cause and take the mantle of, I am the climate strike activist. Like, fuck you if you think you're that powerful. And stop giving people like this that much importance. There are organizations doing real work. There are politicians who are good, who are trying and are being swamped by the system. I personally believe it's just a fucked up system. Even there are morons, and there are a bunch of bastards who are greedy and who are responsible for a lot of the shit. And there are greedy people across the board who want attention, who want material gain, who want power over other people. And Greta Thunberg is no better in her own right. So I said it. And if you like Greta Thunberg, good for you. You might have some other opinion about her. Maybe you see something in her which I clearly am blind to. So you can educate me. I'm open to my opinion being changed, or my things being examined once in a while. That's why I do this podcast. So this is not a dead-end conversation. This is something which I'm open to. But what I'm trying to say is either extreme is bad. If you have these people who are just like, if you don't like me, you hate the planet and climate change. Climate change, think about it. There's climate, it changes. That's fucking obvious. Now, there are things that will affect us and species. But by the way, we wiped out thousands of species before even oil or fossil fuels were invented. Before people even understood what burning was, we wiped out ecosystems, whichever country you listen to this and whatever you say it as. We have done a lot of damage before the so-called perceived oil or whatever. And I understand burning coal, burning fossil fuels is filthy, like the air stinks. But don't fucking go on Facebook and say, I support Greta Thunberg, and then go let off fireworks, right? I mean, I don't think too many people are doing that. But don't, fuck, man, enough of this kid yelling, because I think she needs to just be told, hey, you have a fucking issue in your head, sort it out first. But having said that, you know what? Who am I to talk about this? So I don't like people who burst fireworks. I don't like people who scream on the other end of the spectrum. I think there's a balance. You got to find that. And I've always say that on this podcast. Find a balance, man, for yourself, for what you like and what you dislike in the world. And my computer's logged me out. So I think it's not logged out. So that's what's going on. I don't know if this climate summit will have any change, but as the nature of the beast is, the planet has gone through various things. And I read somewhere the other day that this is a precursor to ice, to freezing now, which is the next phenomenon, because apparently in the past, when temperatures did rise and the water levels did go up, there was a precursor to an ice age. So you might be bitching going, oh, water levels are rising, but be more afraid of the fact that in the next 20 years or 2060, 70, we're going to have a giant freeze, and every beach or everything you might know and be fond of as a holiday destination is covered in motherfucking ice. Wouldn't that be nice? Had to. But we don't know. The longest person, the person who's lived the longest, maybe in the 100 of us who are listening, to whoever, maybe to this podcast. And that's millions in my case. But I don't think we know anyone who's lived beyond 100. So think about 100 years on a planet that's 5 billion years old, and maybe since humanity, or the human, so-called known human being, is maybe say 100,000 years back, maybe Homo sapiens, 200,000 years back. I don't know, my numbers all over the place. That's 200 and 200,000. We don't know. Maybe we'll have some overlapping people who are cross-generational or across, centuries or decades. But fuck, we don't. I mean, we have data, but that's just from whatever, man. Like from someone who's living now. We don't know what it was. We don't know how severe it can be. And of course, change is going to happen. Even if you're going to sit in your little bubble and not this thing, right? I mean, there's a balance even there. You must take from the land because that's where the land is given. And that's why you're here, because you took from the land. But it doesn't mean you rape the land. It doesn't mean you exploit and for your greed. Of course, those are givens. I think that's a sense that people should realize going forward. But I don't need a child like Gretta Thunburg to think that she knows it all and fucking act like she's the solution to climate change. And of course, she might be like, I'm not dumb. I never said that. I just said I am the person bringing it. Yeah, fuck off, is my adult, mature response to you. The imaginary Greta Thunberg I'm fighting with. So that's my 2 cents. And by the way, if you're someone who likes reading, there's a book I'm reading right now called Breath by James Nestor. You must check it out. It's a great book, and it'll give you certain insights into your life which you will be blown away by, and maybe realize that shit, I've been doing things completely wrong. And it might have certain answers to things that you have issues with in your life, with whatever. It may be physical issues, anatomical issues, mental issues. He's got some nice stories. He's done some research, and it's a well-presented book. So check it out. It's called Breath by James Nestor. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to head out and try taking a deep breath and chill. And hopefully it's clean enough to breathe, Greta. Cool. Till next time, goodbye. God bless. Take care of yourselves. And I suppose cheers is in order.